G'day and welcome back to Ultramarines from Scratch, episode 115, I think. This week it's been pretty good, I reckon. I'm just cleaning up here at the moment. I've had a few dramas, I've had a few surprises, and all in all, I'll give it a solid 6, 7 out of 10. I've had a few fuck-ups. That blew me away. That was really upsetting, if I'm honest. And all in all, things have been going swimmingly. Not like Michael Klim swimmingly, more along Eddie the Eel type swimmingly. So I'll take the wins that I can get and freaking enjoy myself as I'm going. So where do I start? Okay, so this week I haven't had any games because I had the big competition last week, the big tournament. I spent this weekend completely with the family and just doing family things like I like to do. But because you spend so long away, and your wife's looking after bubs, and you feel even though she let me go, I felt guilty about being away. Even though I enjoyed myself and had a great time, I still felt guilty. I think all blokes do after a while. So I spent home this week and I spent a bit of time hobbying. I got a fair few hours in, if I'm honest. I think I actually managed about 6 hours this week. And I've been making moves in a fucking good way. So let me take you through some of my progress for this week. First off, I got the Leviathan assembled. Bloody hell, this is much more complicated than it needs to be. It's a very cool model. I've ordered some extra bling from it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it just yet. I've opted for the two meat grinder weapons just because they literally look the best, and flamers because I see everyone else packing Volkite, no one's packing flamers. The idea is if this is going to be a rampaging wall of death, I don't want no pissy lightning. I want flames illuminating all around this. I want it to be walking through walls of flames, mechanical hands turning, freaking screams of fear, freaking fleeing foes before it. That's the idea. I've also decided to make him, I'm going to put a little back stripe down this side, and I'm going to make him a destroyer, hence the Phosphex. And so he's going to be a destroyer anti-tank dude. So Phosphex, flamers, and freaking war crimey coal grinders for arms. I realised with the Leviathan, even if you do drop pod him in the background, you have to give them, pretty much all of them, you have to give them all bloody Phosphex. Because you get that difficult and dangerous terrain and -2 movement. If you don't give your Leviathan Phosphex, he's never going to fucking catch anything. He's not going to catch a fucking thing. So, I didn't realise, but Phosphex is an actual must-have for a Leviathan. Otherwise, he's just going to plod along, doing, looking scary, soaking up a lot of bullets, but he's not going to actually get your points worth. So you've got to get that Phosphex on him so he can template something that he intends to charge to slow him down. I did spend a bit of extra time starting the bling up. I went from this mob here, Wargame Bits. I ordered a whole bunch of resin rivets. The 1 mil head, that'll be for when I bling up some little like these dudes, normal Space Marines, and some 3.5s. And then I spent way too much time, 3 hours, fucking drawing lines nice and straight, and then drilling holes, and then putting these rivets in all over the shoulder and all over the hands. See if I can focus in on this. It looks okay, but I figure if a normal Marine is going to have dots, then a war machine should have fucking dots. And so the general gist is, I don't know if I'll do any more, but I'm going to muck around with some green stuff. I've been playing a little bit around with some green stuff, and I'm thinking of putting some added armor plates on these ones, or maybe on this one if I'm going to do this black with the Destroyer logo. Yeah, and that's coming along very nicely. I'm quite fucking happy with him. Got the highlights on for the guns, but I'm still waiting for the decals. Speaking of decals, do you remember a few fucking weeks ago I said, well, shit, I've lost my forms. I fucking, and I couldn't progress because I'd lost me fucking forms. Well, lo and bloody behold, I fucking found them. So now I've got 5 sheets of Ultramarine decals. So, yeah, I'm both chuffed and slightly annoyed with myself. They were actually in the boot of the car under a bag of soil. Luckily, the soil didn't seep, and they're actually in extremely good nick. So, yeah, very, very happy with that. So, yeah, 5 sheets of decals. That's going to be fun. The other thing that's happened is I have completed this knight. This caused me fucking dramas. I got it all finished up. I got the gloss and the glow effect on the gun. It's a cat hair, sorry. Look, it's all looking very Mickey Mouse. The base has just been glossed. I'm waiting for it to dry, and then I'm just going to rim this. Rim it. Just going to paint the edge of the base black. And she is done. I did have an issue though, is I used some matte varnish again. I gave it a really good shake this time. One of you suggested maybe I wasn't shaking enough. So I shook the absolute fuck out of this before spraying it on. And I nearly destroyed big fella here. Because when I sprayed it on using the same mix, same room temperature, same mix of thinner, same air pressure, same gun, it frosted the entire bloody thing. It came out looking like it had white powder and grit, like it had walked through a dry ice snowstorm, if that makes sense to you. And it fucked it top to bottom. And I was heartbroken. I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I went looking for solutions, and my forum suggested we'll spray it with water. Hello, gorgeous girl. Oh, my daughter's just arrived. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to pause this, and I'll continue talking about this. Right, where was I? And the whole thing... sorry, Bubs just came back from daycare. I had to go give her a kiss and a cuddle. She's being ridiculously cute, and this year is her first day this year she's starting to go to kindy, so... she's so tiny. She's too cute for school. Anyway, yeah, so I sprayed the varnish all over it, and it went all frosty. I talked to my forum about it, and they said spray it with water. So I sprayed it with water, and the decal started to lift. And so I'm sitting there, and I've got the bloody earbuds, and I'm rubbing the decals back down and cleaning it all up. And I'm fucking panicking, don't know how to do. Thinking, coming very, very fucking close to taking the whole thing and dunking it in acetone to clean it up. But eventually, I decided to gird my loins and have a crack of the exact same varnish, because I only had 2. And I tried a little bit of the white bit with the powdered dust, just with a brush, and it disappeared on a second coat. So I got rid of the first tin, reloaded up a second airbrush canister full of varnish, and I went over it again, and it all disappeared. And yeah, a celebratory glass of gin and diet lemonade was friggin' had. Don't you bloody worry. So after that, I just took out the details. It looks a bit mucky. The multiple, this decal's looking worse for wear. I might just retouch this one up. But she's done, based. The gloss is drying, the bushes are in, and she looks good, I reckon. I'll just get them out there with their brothers and sisters. So I now have a usable night house attachment, because before I couldn't use them just with these ones because they have they didn't have a HQ, but now they got a HQ. Now, looks impressive, but the reality is that would be a shithouse list and I'd get my ass handed to me. But Who cares when it looks mighty fine? And that was my opinion of that. So I'm letting this dry, and then I'll get stuck going on the other two, on the other ones I've got. So yeah, progress, clearing the desk. What else have I done? I bought a book. I bought Exemplary Battles of the Age of Darkness. I'm pretty sure I may have bought this book before, but I can't find it, so maybe my brain was playing tricks on me. I mainly got it because it's all of these. It's full of Zone Mortalis, which I really enjoy missions. I really enjoy Zone Mortalis, and it's also got these little storied battles all the way through it. But the one I'm really freaking interested in doing is this one, the Auroran Archaeology, the Battle of Kauth. So this is a set of 3 Zone Mortalis missions. I've actually made a unit of these, and they look pretty good. They're pretty Nemesis Destroyers good. They're interesting enough, but they're not really flavoursome. They're not my favourite. They're fun, but they're not my favourite. I don't like painting black. Anyway, these Zone Mortalis missions are all part of the story of the invasion of Kauth. They're all 1,500 point battles, 1,500 points. And I'm seriously considering just to play this with a fully painted both forces. It's only 1,500 points. So I'm seriously considering painting just 1,500 points of Zone Mortalis word bearers, including the brutes and the demons that come in, maybe a small detachment of them, and actually filming it, because at Beyond they've got this beautiful Zone Mortalis table, and actually play. I'll get someone to play it with me, but then I'll take notes and do the photos of a fully painted exemplary battles scouring of the Auroran Archaeology. Something I'm thinking of doing, because 1,500 points, what would that take me to paint? Maybe a month? And it might be nice painting red for a bit. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm giving that some consideration. If any of you actually play word bearers and you have any good ideas for a 1,500 point list for this Zone Mortalis, let me know. I'd be very keen. I'd be very, very keen to have a look at it. The other reason I got it is because it literally contains the nicest model in the game, which is this fancy Fulgrim. Fulgrim Fancy Pants. And my goodness, that's a magnificent model. That is so much better than the one that I've seen recently where he's got his guts cut open and he's all strung up here. This one looks powerful and elegant, not like a, I'm going to stick my fingers up your ass freaking grin. Stick my fingers up a dog's ass grin. Yeah, dirty bastard. No, this Foreman Transfigured, this is a magnificent model. I like it a lot. I was reading through the rules a little bit, and I got to admit, the Legion Hereticus Empress Children rules, their special reaction and their special rules of this stupefied doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Their strength characteristic goes by 1, but their charges are always disordered, and they can only fire snapshots. And each time an unsaved wound is suffered, on a 6, the wound is ignored. So you get a basic feel no pain and 1+ strength, but your charges are all munted. So you sort of become like, I don't know, it's bonuses, and it's positives and negatives are so both very strong. It doesn't seem to doesn't seem to give a bonus or a negative to it. So, yeah. But, yeah, it looks interesting. Not that I'm going to get into Emperor's Children at all. I only got this book really for the bloody Ultramarine special campaign, which I fully intend to do. But, yeah, I'm thinking either I find someone who's got a fully painted Word Bearers army, or I paint a Word Bearers army up myself to do it. What else have I done? Oh, I've made, along with the along with the Leviathan, I've made progress with the bloody drop pod. This thing weighs close to a kilo. I am so amazed at how heavy this is. She's been painted. She's currently waiting for the inks to dry, and they're coming along. So when they do come along, I'll just show you here. Get some of that stinky sauce out. So, like all my tanks, the interior is white, and when it comes time, just brush it all out. Brush it all out. It takes a bit of time, but it comes up looking nice. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you might not be able to. Hang on, I'll just angle the camera a little bit better. A little bit of awful sauce. Just lightly brush all the grit and grime out. Make it look clean but dirty. Anyway, this is a nice little bit of freaking kit. I don't mind this at all. But it's I don't know if I'd buy another one. I mean, they come together very nicely. I've had to put magnets in some of the corners to get them cleaned up. But yeah, I reckon this will climb up. This will take me a while, but yeah, you get the general idea. I'll take a bit of time with it, clean it up, make it look very nice indeed. Look at that, beautiful. A little bit of white spirits and oil. But yeah, I've been busy, but not too busy. I've had some bad luck with the varnish, and I've gotten a lot of progress done. All in all, my week has been pretty fucking good. Yeah, I hope to give you some. I hope next week I'll give you an update of my introduction into green stuff, into making some more armour for this big boy. I might even get a bit more base colours into him. And hopefully a whole heap of shit that I've ordered will be coming in. But all in all, that's it for me this week. I love the lot of yous. Take care of yourselves. Freaking give your missus a kiss, and I'll see yous all later. Cheerio.